I thought probably lost a little momentum there in the third, just weren't as clean. I don't think we gave up anything either, but it was going to be hard to sustain for 60 minutes, being as good as we were for the first two. So I thought there was a little lull in our game, and we gave them an opportunity that when we make mistakes, we make them tragically. And the margin wasn't there. We had opportunities to put the game away in the second and let them hang around, kind of made a mistake on the PK, made a mistake on, both other goals. And unfortunately, they're big mistakes right now. I think it was just a matter that we didn't score. I thought it's hard to expect your goalie to pitch a shutout every day, or, we got one on the power play, but I thought we had all kinds of chances. It's a little mystifying at times, standing on the bench and things aren't going in. And give guys a lot of credit. They're still swinging. They're still digging in. They're still, like I said, taking their swings. They're just missing right now. And hopefully, you want them to score, like we talked a little bit before Christmas, just to feel a little bit better about themselves. I think everybody's going through a heck of a year right now where nothing's really going their way. And probably wouldn't say this if I didn't think, I wouldn't have the same feeling if I didn't think they weren't, bringing it every night and working every night. So when you see that, you feel bad because you can see the effort, you can see the try. It just, right now, it's, nothing's really going our way. And there's nothing we can do except wake up and go back to work. I always believe, and I guess I'm starting to question myself. I think if you get chances, sooner or later you're going to go in. But I think I don't know how many games like this. I was counting the other day, like 20-some games that we just weren't able to, finish. And it's frustrating, but it's where we're at right now.
In saying that, obviously we know this results basis, but do you feel like the game has been building you over the last 20 games or so?
Yeah, you guys probably think I'm crazy, but yeah, no, I do. I feel really good about it. It just, it'd be a totally different story if we score 3 or 4 in first and second period, and we're probably walking away. We might have pitched a shutout, but we didn't. And the margins in this league are very small, and when your shooting percentage is where it's at for us, it's even smaller. So it's a tough one to explain. It's about as crazy as I think I've seen it.
Bruno, while it's tough and you see the pace of play as high as it was to start the game, when it starts to wane, what are you noticing on the bench?
Well, I noticed what I, kind of got a little bit mad there in the third just because I could feel it. We just weren't sharp with the puck. I thought we were leaving pucks in the middle of the ice that we didn't do all game, that we haven't done a whole lot of, and they weren't getting anything out of it. But sooner or later when you leave a puck, it's gonna be a mistake. And I didn't think we took care of it. And that's been a little bit of our problem a lot of the year. Where we're not taking care of the puck in certain areas, and I thought we got loose with it. And they didn't really get anything out of it until we made a misjudgment on a play. And but to me, you're leaving it up, and it's a 50-50. When you're not scoring, your margins are tiny, and you can't afford to have a little lull in your game. And we talked about it, and talked about it for half the games. That this is going to be this kind of game, and we're having a hard time really grasping that.
You said earlier in the season the team was playing on the perimeter a lot in the offensive zone. Has that piece of it at least gotten better?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're slot driving better than we have of late. I didn't, tonight I thought, maybe could have been a little bit more direct because we had so many good looks. I thought there's still more there for us. We left some on the table, in my opinion. Maybe got a little bit cute at different times. We're still a little bit in this mode where we're deferring to guys instead of, being a direct. We're having a hard time understanding that too. It's partly because, we're struggling and we're trying to make something work offensively, but at the same time, the directness of our game, it's going to work, and you're still going to get opportunities. We get cute. I don't know why. Like I said, I think when you're scoring the rate we're scoring, I don't know where cute's going to work. But we created definitely enough tonight to be a little bit better off than what we were.
How challenging for you has this year been just to watch this unfold the way that it has, given everything that you've talked about here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I've been part of something like this where the whole team's kind of snake bitten. That the production's been off for all our guys, and again I credit them for coming to work every day and bringing that energy and bringing the effort. So, again, you feel bad for them. I wish you could help them more. But for me, I guess it's go back to the drawing board and think if I can find some solutions for them.
Felt kind of like Winnipeg, lots of chances and just unable to find a way. What do you think here tonight?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the first two periods are really good. I think we're out playing one of the best teams in the league for two, and then in the third, it's still creating some chances, but it's just we, for some reason, decided to stop doing what we did in the first two and just kind of let them back in the game, and yeah, that was disappointing.
I guess from the standpoint of creating chances and just the pucks not going in this year, how mystifying, mind-boggling, whatever word you want to pick, is that?
I mean, it's something that we can talk about it all day, but at the same time we gotta execute, we gotta find a way and put it in. Obviously, every team's gonna have a good goalie, so that's not a surprise. You know, everybody's gonna play well defensively for the most part in this league, and yeah, I think it's you know, it's about just finishing chances, and you know, not that I am anyone to speak on it, but I think that's at the end of the day, you know, we can generate as much as we want, but at some point we're going to have to start finishing because we're not giving up too much either. So.
The one stand's just begun. What do you want to take from this one, or do you want to take it from this one?
Yeah, I think, like I said, the first two periods are great. I think we're playing really fast. You know, they had 8 shots or something, I think, after two, and a team that's been playing really well hockey all year, and so there's a lot of positives. You know, it's just kind of leaving the game up for grabs. You know, it's 1-1 instead of maybe 2-3-1, which it could have been, and it's a completely different third period. And yeah, so I think that's, you know, there's certainly things to take, but at the same time, it's the same result. You know.
Back-to-back games for you, where you get one to go. Can you build on that moving forward? What's the kind of like to see them finally start?
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously we want to keep scoring. Want to keep help this team win games, and you know, it was a nice shot. Power play has been clicking decently for us. I think that's something we got to keep working on. But you know, 5-5, we need to get a little more grade A chances, and yeah, but like I said earlier, finish.
Certainly plenty of opportunities tonight. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, it's a frustrating loss again, I think. I mean, I felt like first two periods we were the better team, had more of the game, and I didn't think they had too many chances. I felt like we were creating a lot, especially I think we came up well. I thought in the second we had a lot of zone time, a lot of chances. And yeah, maybe in the third, early we were a little bit sloppy, didn't attack the game as much as we did in the first two, and yeah, they ended up scoring two, and that was kind of it. But yeah, it's frustrating because I thought we were the better team tonight.
How do you kind of put into words the frustration of this year from the standpoint of you guys have had a lot of chances and the puck's just not going in? It's been the case all year. How frustrating is that part of it alone?
Yeah, it definitely is. You know, I think, you know, I think early in the season, the first, I don't know, 20, 25 games, 30 games, there's a lot of games where we didn't play well and where we just didn't deserve to win. And I feel like the last couple of games here, we're playing some good hockey. You know, there's games I feel like where we have most of the chances from the game. We're playing tight defensively, and yeah, we just can't find. You know, tonight we tie it. We gotta find that second goal and somehow find that lead. And for some reason, we're not doing that. So, you know, on one hand, I feel like our game is getting better, but on the other hand, we need some wins quickly. So it's definitely frustrating.